So the next topic is shifts in absorption maximum, that is lambda maximum, and the peak intensity, that is intensity is epsilon maximum. Okay, so we'll see the shifts. As said earlier, it is always the absorption against the lambda that is plotted in a UV visible spectrum. Now we'll see what happens, or we will be naming certain things. So here, as said earlier, this x-axis represents the lambda and the y-axis represents the epsilon, that is the energy, or here it is the intensity. Okay, so if the lambda max is increasing towards right hand side, means it is increasing. So if lambda max is increasing, means it is known as the red shift, or it is also known as the bathochromic shift. And if the lambda max is decreasing, it is known as the blue shift, or it is also known as the hypsochromic shift. Another term is that if the epsilon max, that is the y-axis, epsilon max is increasing, means it is known as the hypochromic shift, and if the epsilon max is decreasing, means it is known as the hypochromic shift. Now we'll see a few examples. So in the case of benzene, okay, in the case of benzene, we have C6H6. The lambda max of benzene is found to be 255 nanometers, and that of the aniline, that is C6H5NH2, the lambda max is found to be 280 nanometers. So once it was benzene, means it has got a lambda max of 255, and when the hydrogen is replaced by NH2, that is it becomes aniline, the lambda max is found to be 280 nanometers. That is when the benzene is converted to aniline, there is a increase in the lambda max, that is it is known as the red shift or the bathochromic shift. The next example, we have the blue shift, that is aniline. Okay, aniline, if it is treated with H plus ions, that is in the acidic medium, we can say that aniline will be converted to C6H5NH3 plus. Okay, so this aniline has got a lambda max of 280 nanometers, and once it is converted to C6H5NH3 plus, that is anilinium ion, we can say that the lambda max is becoming to 254 nanometers, that is it is decreasing, the lambda max is decreasing, and therefore it is known as the blue shift. You can easily draw the spectrum in this way, like for aniline, if it was 280 nanometers, okay, 280 nanometers, and once it is becoming anilinium, we can say this, it becomes 254 nanometers. Okay, so this represents that of the aniline C6H5NH2, and this represents that of the C6H5NH3 plus. In the same way, so this is known as the blue shift, and the first case it was known as the red shift. In the same way, we can say once the lambda maximum is increasing, it is known as the hyperchromic shift. For that, we have an example, that is phenol is converted to phenoxide, that is C6H5OH is converted to C6H5O minus, in which C6H5OH has got a lambda max of 6200 per centimeter, that is 6200 per centimeter, and for the phenoxide the lambda max is found to be that is 9200 per centimeter. Okay, so we can say this particular shift in the lambda max is known as the hyperchromic shift. So we can expect the graph to be in this way, like this is the that is epsilon max for phenol. If it is epsilon max is found to be 6200, we can say that for okay, this is for phenol C6H5OH, and this is for C6H5O minus, that is this is representing the 6200 per centimeter, and this represents 9200 per centimeter. That is, there is an increase in epsilon max, and that is known as the hyperchromic shift. And the next one is known as the hypochromic shift. Hypochromic shift means when there is a decrease in the epsilon max. Okay, when there is a decrease in the epsilon max. Here we are taking example as benzoic acid, C6H5COOH is converted to benzoate ion, that is C6H5COO minus. So benzoic acid has got a epsilon max of 11,600 per centimeter, and that of the benzoate ion has got a epsilon max of 8,700 per centimeter. There is a decrease in the intensity of it, okay, epsilon max, and this is known as the hypochromic shift.